Did you know that a single torpedo during the First World War had the power to redirect the entire trajectory of the conflict? Or that certain naval engagements ultimately dictated the fate of millions living far inland? Today, we embark on a journey into one of the war's least discussed theaters. The war at sea, a domain where every crest and trough of the waves carried the weight of human life. If you are captivated by genuine, emotionally resonant historical narratives, we invite you to show your support for this channel by liking and subscribing. When World War I broke out in the summer of 1914, popular expectation placed the center of conflict squarely on the battlefields of Europe. However, the reality was far more nuanced, as the war at sea proved critical to the very survival of nations. The power to control the oceans meant the ability to control access to vital resources, food, weaponry, essential supply lines, and the fundamental cadence of the war itself. Within this vast oceanic struggle, one battle emerged as the most significant: the Battle of Jutland, fought in 1916. This was an enormous clash between the British Grand Fleet and the German High Seas Fleet, a confrontation that would test the mettle of both empires. The scene was set in the late days of May 1916. A dense, impenetrable fog blanketed the North Sea. British and German battleships, colossal steel leviathans armed with guns as large as locomotives, cut through the water, their movements ghostly and silent. On board the HMS Lion, young British sailors braced themselves against the biting wind. Across the expanse, on the SMS Lutzow, German gun crews meticulously loaded their shells, their eyes fixed on the spectral fog swirling around them. None could anticipate that, within mere minutes, the largest naval battle of the century would erupt with devastating fury. Let us now follow the story of Thomas Hale, a young gunner serving aboard the Lion. Only 20 years of age, he had been raised in a peaceful seaside town. Yet, on this day, the ocean was anything but a playground. It was a brutal, unforgiving battlefield. When the crimson signal flag was raised, Thomas tightened his grip on the loading handles. A piercing whistle echoed through the air. Fire! The deck shuddered violently beneath his feet. Tongues of flame spat from the battleship's monstrous guns, tearing to the fog like vengeful spirits. The Lutzow returned fire with equal ferocity. A colossal shell struck near the bow, sending Thomas sprawling to the deck. Icy water surged over the rail, its touch sharp and shocking. He scrambled back to his feet, his ears ringing, his muscles screaming in protest. Flames licked at the German ship, casting an infernal glow on the scene. The order rang out once more: keep firing. The sky blazed with fire. The sea thundered with the roar of cannons. Steel shrieked as it was rent and torn. For 2 relentless hours, the opposing fleets hammered each other with unimaginable force. Shells tore through hulls, leaving gaping, fatal wounds. Some ships succumbed within minutes, plunging to the depths along with their entire crews. As evening descended, the fog thickened further, cloaking the scene in an eerie obscurity. Under cover of this darkness, the German fleet retreated, disappearing into the gloom. Britain declared victory, claiming to have held the sea. Germany also declared victory, pointing to the heavier damage inflicted on the British fleet. But for sailors like Thomas, there was no victory to be found. Only the haunting memories of fire, smoke, and the chilling silence that followed the storm of battle. In the aftermath of Jutland, the war transitioned into an even more sinister phase. The ascendance of the U-boats, silent hunters lurking beneath the waves. A single U-boat, with a single well-placed torpedo, possessed the power to extinguish hundreds of lives in an instant. The sinking of the Lusitania in 1915 sent shockwaves across the world, marking a profound turning point in the conflict. Naval warfare was no longer solely about battleships locked in titanic struggles. It had become a deadly chess match played in the dark depths. Today, with the benefit of hindsight, we can fully appreciate the degree to which the ocean shaped the ultimate destiny of the war. From the monumental clash at Jutland to the relentless U-boat campaign, every naval engagement sent ripples that spread across continents. Yet, the ocean guards its secrets jealously. How many sailors remain entombed in the cold, dark depths, their stories lost forever? And more importantly, what transpired next when submarines rose to become the unchallenged rulers of the seas?